Hello and welcome to HP Gaming Garage. I am Professor Raja Ravichandra Prasad, Game Director at Artemisia College of Art and Design. The 11th module of Game Programming is Game Mechanics Part 2. In the world of gaming, mechanics is the backbone of any successful game. It defines and shapes the gameplay, providing a structured system of rules and rewards that keep players engaged and coming back for more. By introducing clear goals and restrictions, a game can transform a simple activity into an exciting challenge. The beauty of game mechanics lies in the versatility, ranging from intricate workings of programming and animations to the seamless interactions between the player and the surroundings. To explain this in detail, I have Shreyams, an ace game developer, will walk you through the module.
Thank you, Professor. Hello everyone, I am Shreyams and we will be discussing the module Game Mechanics Part 2 curated by Professor Raja. Let's start by discussing what exactly Unity does and an overview of its features. Let's begin by discussing Game Loop. The game loop is an essential building block for all games as it controls the flow of the game. Starting with processing user input such as keyboard and mouse events, the game loop updates the game state, which may involve moving the player character, updating the score, and handling collisions with other objects. Finally, the game loop renders the game world, drawing all of the other objects like characters, backgrounds, and other objects onto the screen. Without the game loop, games would be unable to function. By leveraging the game loop, we can create an immersive experience for the user, enabling them to interact with the game and witness its changes in real time. This continuous cycle of processing user input and updating the game state ensures a captivating experience that will keep the user engaged. By continuously looping and responding to user input, the game can keep the game state updated in real time. This allows for an uninterrupted gaming experience, making it a must-have for any type of game. Let's discuss the next topic, which is about game objectives and goals. The importance of objectives and goals in a game cannot be understated, as they provide players with a clear sense of direction and purpose. Game developers can craft objectives and goals in the form of missions, puzzles, or challenges that are both simulating and achievable, thus keeping the player's motivation and interest alive. To truly captivate players, objectives and goals should be pertinent to the game's storyline and theme. Additionally, rewarding players with in-game currency, items, or unlockable content when they reach their goals provides a feeling of accomplishment that will further drive engagement. Ultimately, a captivating gaming experience requires the incorporation of objectives and goals. Crafting an effective system of objectives and goals can greatly improve the player experience, leading to increased loyalty and ultimately success for the game. Let's discuss the next topic, which is game progression. Leveling up is an essential game progression mechanic that allows players to gain experience points, unlock new abilities and features, and progress further in the game. By completing tasks and defeating opponents, players accumulate experience points, enabling them to level up and experience more content. With branching paths and non-linear progression systems, this mechanic provides exciting opportunities to explore and discover new content as they progress through the game. Unlocking new abilities and features not only creates a sense of progression for the players, but it also allows them to have more control over their game experience. As they advance through the game, players can choose different routes or options to progress, allowing them to explore and interact with the game world in a more open and immersive way. Non-linear progression systems offer players the opportunity to become even more engaged with their gaming experience and can add a great deal of replay value to the game. Let's have a short recap on the topics we discussed till now. The game loop is the backbone of a game as it controls the flow of the game. It involves processing user input, updating the game state, and rendering the game world. Objectives and goals provide players with direction and purpose in a game. They can be crafted in the form of missions, puzzles, or challenges and should be relevant to the game's storyline and theme. Leveling up is an important game progression mechanic as it allows players to gain experience points, unlock new abilities and features, and progress further in the game. With branching paths and non-linear progression systems, players can explore and discover new content as they progress through the game. Let's move on to the next topic about game economy and resource management. Game economy and resource management mechanics are essential components of game design as they provide an engaging and rewarding experience for players. By creating an immersive in-game economy, developers can give players a sense of ownership and control over their gaming experience while also offering a way to generate revenue through in-game purchases and microtransactions. This can include the management of various resources such as currency, items, or virtual goods, and then balancing of their availability and value to create a stimulating and compelling experience. As game developers, it is essential to understand the different monetization models like subscription-based models and free-to-play models. There is no one-size-fits-all approach when it comes to creating a successful game economy. It is crucial to ensure that the availability and cost of resources are carefully balanced, creating a challenging and rewarding gaming experience for players. When done correctly, players can progress in the game with a sense of accomplishment, making your game a success. Let's move on to the next topic about game rules and mechanics interactions. Game designers must be sure to consider the relationship between game rules and mechanics in order to create a game that is both engaging and stimulating for players. Crafting systems that interact with each other in a balanced way is essential to build a game with multiple depths of play. By doing this, designers can create amazing and unexpected gameplay experiences that will keep players coming back for more. The careful balancing of game mechanics is essential to create an enjoyable experience for players. Mechanics should be designed to give just the right amount of challenge without overpowering or underwhelming the player. An imbalance in mechanics can lead to a less than satisfactory gaming experience. In-game economies which stimulate real-world marketplaces can give players a feeling of ownership and control while also providing the game developer with the opportunity to monetize their game. Crafting a well-balanced, interesting, and rewarding game is key to a successful gaming experience. Let's recap what we discussed. Game economy and resource management are crucial elements of game design where virtual economies are created to manage resources like currency, items, or virtual goods within the game. Different monetization models like subscription-based or free-to-play models can also be used. Careful balancing ensures that players do not feel frustrated or overwhelmed by the game's difficulty. Game rules and mechanics interactions in game design involve designing systems that interact with each other to create balanced and compelling gameplay experiences. Let's discuss the next topic, which is about player agency and choice. Player agency and choice mechanics are crucial for creating a captivating gaming experience. By allowing players to make meaningful decisions that influence the game world and story, they can feel like they are in control of their own destiny. One of the best ways to do this is through branching narratives, which offer players different paths or storylines based on the decisions they make. This provides an immersive and personalized story experience with the potential for unique and unpredictable outcomes. By offering moral choices, game developers can give players the power to make the decisions with lasting consequences. This creates a more powerful and emotionally gripping experience, as players must carefully consider the ramifications of their choices on the game world and its inhabitants. Moral choices provide an opportunity for players to take ownership of their decisions and create their own unique story. Players must understand that the choices they make have lasting implications. Player-driven storytelling is an essential part of player agency and choice mechanics. With this, players are able to construct their own stories and experiences within the game world. Let's move on to discuss about game feedback and progress tracking. Game feedback and progress tracking mechanics are essential for creating an engaging and satisfying gaming experience. Not only do they provide players with a sense of their progress and performance, but also keep them motivated and invested throughout their gaming journey. By incorporating game feedback and progress tracking mechanics, players can give the opportunity to track and evaluate their progress and performance in the game. Through an effective heads-up display design, important information can be presented to the player in an easily understandable way without being confusing. Moreover, progress tracking systems such as quest logs, achievement tracking, and leveling systems offer players a sense of accomplishment and a goal to strive for, encouraging them to keep playing the game. Game design must include effective player feedback mechanisms to ensure player engagement and motivation. HUD design, progress tracking systems, and sound effects, visual cues, and haptic feedback all provide players with the data needed to make decisions and understand the outcomes. Rewarding players for their successes through feedback enhances motivation and encourages them to persevere and continually improve their performance. Let's recap on the topics we discussed. Player agency and choice mechanics in game design give players the ability to make meaningful decisions that impact the game world and story. These mechanics provide players with a sense of control over their experience and allow them to create their own stories within the game world. Feedback can be used to provide players with a sense of accomplishment and progression and can be particularly important in games with a focus on skill-based gameplay. By tracking progress and providing feedback, game designers can create a more engaging and motivating experience for players. Let's move on to discuss about game difficulty and challenge. Creating the perfect game difficulty and challenge mechanics is essential for providing players with an enjoyable gaming experience. It is vital for game designers to ensure that the difficulty is balanced and well crafted so that gamers are kept engaged. Doing so will provide players with a rewarding and memorable experience. As players progress, Difficulty scaling is designed to ensure that their experience is continually challenging. Furthermore, adaptive difficulty takes it one step further by dynamically adjusting the game to the player's skill level, allowing for an even more personalized and engaging experience. To truly create a successful and enjoyable game, designers should offer different difficulty levels or provide options for players to adjust the challenge based on their preferences. Let's discuss about game mechanics for player collaboration. Game mechanics for player collaboration are powerful tools for creating fun and rewarding gaming experiences. By incentivizing players to work together, they can form strong communities and teams that can help them get the most out of their games. Not only that, but collaboration among players can also heighten the enjoyment of the game, making it even more enjoyable and satisfying. Designing gameplay elements that motivate players to work together is key for successful collaboration. With teamwork mechanics, players can join forces to share resources or coordinate their actions to reach objectives. Communication systems, from basic chat to advanced voice communication, also allows players to communicate and collaborate more effectively. Multiplayer mechanics in game mechanics can be a powerful tool to bring players together and foster collaboration. Through the use of game modes that requires players to work together, features that reward players for playing with others, and other gameplay elements, players can enjoy the thrill of overcoming difficult obstacles or achieving a goal as a team. These collaborative challenges not only create an exciting gaming experience but also promote a sense of community, encouraging players to build relationships and work together. Let's recap on what we have discussed now. Game difficulty and challenging mechanics are important parts of game design, determining how challenging the game is for players. Techniques such as difficulty scaling and adaptive difficulty can be used to balance the game's challenge, and playtesting is essential to evaluate difficulty and balance. Designers need to balance the challenge by offering different difficulty levels or options to adjust the challenge. Game mechanics for players collaboration aim to encourage players to work together in a cooperative or multiplayer games to promote a sense of community and teamwork among players. They include teamwork mechanics, communication systems, multiplayer mechanics, and designing collaborative challenges. Teamwork mechanics require players to work together to achieve a common goal. Communication systems allows players to communicate with each other to coordinate their actions. Multiplayer mechanics promote multiplayer interactions and encourage players to play together. Let's discuss about the next topic, which is about primary mechanics. Primary mechanics are essential to achieve the desired result in any game. With the right implementation, they are easy to understand, available right from the start, and consistent throughout the entire gaming experience. There are a variety of ways to implement primary game mechanics, such as scripting, programming, and using visual scripting tools like blueprints, all of which are invaluable to ensure the best possible gaming experience. Here are some examples of primary game mechanics and how they are used in games. Movement mechanics are an essential element of any game and are incredibly important for providing players with a thrilling experience. Titles such as FIFA, Stray, etc. demonstrate just how captivating movement mechanics can be when designed correctly. platforming mechanics provide an exciting and engaging gaming experience. Take a trip down memory lane with classic games like Fall Guys, which rely on these mechanics for players to jump and navigate their way through levels. These games are sure to provide hours of entertainment and challenge. Stealth can be a powerful tool for gamers to utilize in order to gain an upper hand against opponents. Games such as Metal Gear Solid and Assassin's Creed feature incredibly sophisticated stealth mechanics that challenge players to employ strategic thinking and tactics to remain undetected. Puzzle solving stimulates your mind and challenge your creativity with puzzle solving mechanics in games like The Pedestrian. Find yourself completely immersed in these gaming experiences as you progress through the game, solving puzzles along the way. It is essential to design game mechanics that are tailored to the game's objectives and provide an enjoyable challenge for players. With the myriad of primary game mechanics available, game developers can create unique and captivating gameplay experiences that will keep players coming back for more. Let's recap the primary mechanics. Primary mechanics are core mechanics that are essential for solving challenges leading to the desired end state. These mechanics are explained in the early stages of the game, readily available and consistent throughout the game. Common techniques for implementing primary game mechanics include scripting, programming, and using visual scripting tools. Movement mechanics are used in most games to allow players to navigate the game world. Puzzle solving mechanics are used in games that require players to solve puzzles to progress through the game. Platforming mechanics are used in games that requires players to jump and navigate across platforms. Stealth mechanics are used in games that require players to avoid being detected by opponents.
Thank you, Sriyam, for the detailed walkthrough of the module. With this, we have come to the end of the module and I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for your HP learning assessment so that you can be certified and start your career in game development. Thank you for joining us.